Hello everyone, Shadefyre here, back in Grounded, and today we're going to be doing a Boss Bytes where we take on the Hedge Broodmother. One of the two bosses in the game. We already saw the other one when I was doing the What's Update, so now we're going to take on this one before I do the next What's Update for the content that has already been added to the game at this point. So to prepare for this fight, I made a second antlion greatsword, and I enchanted it with spicy damage. So this should do lots of damage to the Hedge Broodmother because she is weak against slashing and spicy, and this does both. Still using the antlion armor set because it is about as good as the ladybug set, but it's not heavy armor, so it doesn't drain your stamina as much. Also, we're going to load up our bar here with healing and such because, obviously we don't need our tools for this fight. So, we've got the bandages. We're going to slap on these beefy green machines, which give you a stamina buff for max stamina. Actually, I think that's stamina regen. But more importantly, they heal a big chunk of your health immediately, so we're going to want to have those on there. I think we're going to do that for number 4, because we're going to be using those a lot. We also have human food, which is a damage resistance. So I have those, and then I have the sticky human food, which actually has double duration, and that's made using those gum nuggets. I can't make any more of these right now, though, however, because the gum nuggets are currently bugged with the latest patch, so they don't actually drop anything when you break them. We have Fungus Spacho, which will give us a reduction to the amount of stamina we use on our attacks, so I'm going to eat another one of those. I think I still had one in effect, but we're just going to refresh it. And we have the Broodmother BLT, which is a big old sandwich made out of bug parts that should spawn her. Our food and water is good, so we don't need to eat any jerky. Alright, what else do I need? I mean, these are all the same, so I don't need separate binds for those. But I guess we'll put this on 5, and we'll put this on 6, and we'll use those up before we start using these ones, because the regular ones only last for about 2 minutes, so we'll have to refresh a few times, I think. I don't know how long this fight's going to take. This could be a very short video. I may have over-prepared for this, I really don't know. So let's get into her lair. So originally, when she was first added to the game, before this lair was here, I guess she was just like a regular wolf spider, but like scaled up, and you would fight her on the frisbee. But now she has her own lair and her own model based on the Spiny or Demon Orb Weaver. I also put one of these here as a respawn point, but I think what we're going to do is, I forgot that you can just save and just load your save when you die instead of having to get your stuff back. Because I'm pretty sure if I die here, then I'm going to need to resummon her with another BLT. She despawns. So, we'll probably die to her a few times until I figure out her block timing. So here it is, the spider lair. Now, I've been in here before, but, of course, there's not really anything in here until you summon her. There's all these dead insects, but you can't take parts from them. It's not like the dead ones in the haze. Alright, so I think we just dropped the BLT over here. This will bring her out, so we're going to drink our defense buff, drink our stamina. I don't know if you can have more than one buff at a time. I might actually have just erased it. I guess it says down here. Nope, looks like they all stack. Attack stamina, hyper stamina, damage resist. Okay. So I think she's supposed to be some kind of mutant. She's actually not that big. Before we actually fight her, let's get a look at her here. So yeah, she's a Demon Orb Weaver, so we got the spiny design that looks kind of like a skull. Whereas the rest of the Orb Weavers in the game are golden Orb Weavers, which are pretty normal looking. Now, let me see if we can get a good picture here. Gamma it up a little bit, turn down the vignette. Honestly, I don't know why the vignette's on by default every time. But I think she's pretty cool looking. I'm glad that they actually gave her a unique model and didn't just make her a giant golden Orb Weaver. Okay, so she has the normal spider attack, that lunge there. The music is very dramatic compared to, like, when you fight the assistant manager. Okay, and she's got the spider 3-hit combo, but very slow. She also seems to have a lot more health than the assistant manager. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I mean, I could do it right now. Except the game doesn't pause when you go into the menu. I forgot to equip my immunity to poison. I forgot that she does poison damage, and I didn't equip that yet. So that's my bad. Let's just reload. But yeah, she also spawns a bunch of little spiderlings, which is one of the reasons I brought gas arrows. But that poison thing completely threw me off there. So yeah, if we go in here, we can equip Mithridatism, which is, I think, immunity to poison, not just resistance. And you get this by killing 5 wolf spiders, so it's a little tricky to unlock, but once you do, you're good. I'll take off Blade Master, because this just keeps my bladed weapons from losing as much durability. So put this on. And you can buy more of those mutation slots using the milk molars. So I got enough of them that I could get a 4th slot, so I didn't have to de-equip any of my stamina buffs. Alright. Broodmother, Round 2. But I think she is meant to be kind of a middle game boss, difficulty-wise, so you're meant to do this before you really go into the upper yard, I think. Just load some gas arrows in there. Those are basically just to take out the horde of babies. Oh, okay. She's got a jump attack. That kind of missed. Does that not even hurt them? I'm gonna heal. And I'm gonna use my buff, because I forgot we didn't do that yet. Looks like she debuffed me. I've got a red sword icon down there. Okay, she's also got a 4-hit combo. Yeah, I'm doing very little damage right now. Well, I mean, she's not quick, so I can kind of get away from her. Okay, my debuff is gone. So this also is after the Into the Wood update, which means that they changed the combat system. So the first hit in your combo does only 50% damage. The second hit does 100% damage, and then the third hit does 150. So really you have to do the combos now to do real damage. Also, I want to see what she looks like. Not give up. I want to see what she looks like if we turn on the arachnophobia safe mode to 5. Alright, she's a big squishy orb. So yeah, that's for people who are very arachnophobic, so they can still play the game and not be like, well, spiders are gonna fuck me up. But I like that, like, as you scroll this down, they just lose more and more features until it's just a big squishy, like, rice ball. Oops. I didn't mean to leave that on. Okay. Gonna buff up again, because I think ours probably ran out. So yeah, I don't know... Oh, she summoned some junior Orb Weavers as well. Man, I hate that you can't switch off of the crossbow until it stops reloading. Alright, so you can block her jump still. version of the fight seems to be going better. Also, I want a better picture. Because this is her actually in the light where you can see her, and I don't have to turn up the gamma. Perfect. And then I try to remember how to open the HUD again every time. I've gotten very good at block timing after fighting like 100 antlions. I say, and then immediately get hit. These smoothies really make a big difference for healing, because you don't really have any other kind of immediate healing. Though I should use a bandage just so we have some casual healing. So, I don't really know what causes that debuff. I think it's her roar, which means I just have to kind of survive until that goes away. But it seems to me like the gas arrows are not actually hurting these guys. Oh, well, my hat broke. Okay. Heal, and then I gotta get some hits in before she spawns more. Okay, yeah, so it is the roar that debuffs my damage. Damn. And again, all of my armor's broken, so that's why I'm just gonna load, because that makes the game really tedious when you're trying to do stuff like this. Is like, well, now I gotta stop what I'm doing and go all the way back and repair my armor. So I'm not a fan, really, of the durability loss on death, because you already have to walk all the way back to where your shit is. Okay, so I think we got this time. The gas arrows seem like kind of a bust. Like, they should insta-kill those little baby spiders, but they're not doing any damage, so we're just gonna use regular arrows and try to take out the other spiders when we have the debuff. Alright, sticky up. And we already have the fungus spacho, right? Wait. Do you lose buffs when you save? Like, it doesn't maintain the buffs when you save? Because that's really stupid if that's the case. But it looks like, yeah, we lost our other buffs. And make sure to equip the spider thing. I guess we'll just make a save here then. Free hits. Problem is, if I put away my sword, I can't block. You can't block with a crossbow. So if you try to block too much and you don't get a parry, you can see the yellow meter builds up, and that will prevent you from doing more damage. That will actually stun you. I can't believe how hard it is to hit these little guys when they're not moving. But yeah, I can see why they wanted you to bring gas arrows, because, you know, it's really hard to kill these little guys when you have the debuff. And the time it takes to kill them, she kind of goes back into her phase again. Somehow I managed to interrupt the healing animation there completely, so I got the heals without putting away my sword. Honestly, these babies, they have to be so close to you that they're almost not worth attacking. The junior ones, though, are kind of worth attacking. Man. So, kind of like the assistant manager, she's not really that hard by herself, but the environment, in this case, the horde of spiders she summons, are the thing that actually makes it tough. I'm really disappointed that the gas arrows apparently don't work. Oh, they hurt her. I don't know, maybe they're just actually really shit now. Man, that third hit does so much damage, though. But yeah, that should, like, insta-kill these guys when they walk through the cloud. And instead, it seems to be very slow. Oh, I thought she was about to jump at me. Barely does any damage. So I wonder if there's a way to cancel out that roar so that she can't. So she can't just debuff you. Also, a mistake I keep making is that I'm trying to switch back to my sword after drinking, but you don't put away the sword when you drink like that. So, if I try to put away my sword, I'm going to actually not be able to block. Oop. Got a good bounce there. Okay, debuff is still going. It's a very long debuff. Okay, good. I killed 2 of them before she did her roar. Also, the fact that they nerfed the first hit of the combo means that power attacks are basically useless now because you can't do them on the second or third hit. You can only do them on the first hit. So they've basically just made those completely pointless. I can't tell if that's a 5-hit combo or if she just always does that slam attack after. Okay, she's almost done. If I can get her before she does the roar. I think I actually just interrupted it there. Broodmother slain. Mutation detected. Mom genes. What does that do? I think that one actually spawns baby spiders sometimes when you take damage. Your vocal cords stretch to form spiderlings summoning motherly cries. Yeah, so I think when you get hit, sometimes baby spiders will just spawn and protect you. Alright, so we got Broodmother chunks, we got Broodmother fangs, Broodmother venom, and 20 web fibers. So you can farm her infinitely. You just have to make more BLTs to drop in here. And the reason for that is because the stuff you make out of her requires you to, you know, get more of it if you want to make more of it. Though I don't think it uses Broodmother parts to repair, so you don't have to come back here every time it's damaged. But man, that fucked up my armor pretty good. It was a cool fight though. It was a decent little boss, and I imagine it would be a little more manageable if you were doing it with multiple people. But she wasn't too hard. Though it did take me absolutely forever to grind out enough spicy shards in order to spicy up my sword. I didn't have to upgrade it to level 7, because when it gets to level 5, that's when you can pick the element. And you only need, I think, like 2 ingots in order to get it to level 6, but you need 10 to get it to level 7. So yeah, that will do it for this Boss Bytes. We defeated the Hedge Broodmother. I think that means that's all of the bosses in the game right now. I don't think the new update added any new bosses yet. But there's definitely a lot of possibility for other bosses they could do for this game. Why is there a mosquito all the way up here? In terms of just, you know, various larger, more dangerous insects that you would find in a American garden, like praying mantises or centipedes or me falling to my death. So thanks for joining me. I'm sure we will see more Grounded in the future, considering I still have another What's Update to do after this, and 2 before this video that I have to release before I can put this one out. But yeah, thanks for joining me, and I will see you back in the garden again soon. Take care, y'all.